All right, this is Simeon with PraiseTracks.com, and are you ready to take another joyful journey? I've got to give credit to my dear friend Tima Simca, and he was the one that kind of inspired that phrase, because that's exactly what we do here on this channel during live streams and videos. We take these amazing, joyful journeys into into all of these instruments, and it's so good to see my friend Bernie, and he is one of our channel members, and I just so appreciate that support. We have just started doing channel memberships, and I'm just so grateful for the support of everybody. We're just getting everything going so we can continue to provide just quality videos and have a lot of fun, and it's just such a joy, such a joy. So we're going to go all over the place a little bit. We're going to go to labs. We're going to go into the Spitfire Audio labs, and then we're going to go into some Untamed territory. And who knows where we're going to go, but I know wherever we go, it's going to be fun. And Switzerland is such a gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful place. And so this is what I'm playing now. I am playing the labs, the latest labs. It is the tape piano, and let me just pull this up where we can kind of see this together. Here we go. Ah, yes. Let's see. Let's do this. Hold on one second. Let me get the browser going here. It's so good to see everybody. So here we go. And so this is the labs page. And one thing I encourage you guys to do is subscribe to the new labs channel. So I feel like the weatherman. There's a high pressure system coming in from the west. So, but check out the new labs YouTube channel. They're running a really cool scavenger hunt contest on there, and it's very interesting to see what they're doing with labs. But the newest labs piano is the tape piano, and it's an upright. And they've processed it with vintage tapes and that kind of thing. And so we're just going to start off and have some fun with that. And so let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up here. And the labs is, a totally free instrument. You do need to use the Spitfire downloader in order to pull these down. And the Spitfire downloader actually has its own dedicated labs, I guess it's called a tab. So let me just see if I can pull that up so we can take a look at that. So I'm going to go to Spitfire Audio, the app, and let's just take a quick look, and I'll show you how to get the labs instruments real quick. So this is all of your products that you've previously purchased from Spitfire. Or Spitfire has been gracious to provide these libraries for me, and it's just great. And I just so appreciate it because I can share them with you. But if you look next to my products, you'll see labs. And when you click on that, these are all the labs instruments that are available. And boy, there are tons. And it started with the soft piano and strings. This free soft piano started pretty much a revolution here. But we can go on and we can see all of these amazing instruments. And if you have not installed them, you'll see a little install button there. So that's how you would get that. And then just to make sure your settings here, you can set up your default content path. So that's where you want to store all the libraries, your VST2 and VST3 location here. And so if you do that, if you get those things kind of set up, then you'll be good to go. So, all right, so let's just dive in to the tape piano. And I've just kind of filtered off piano and keys, but I'm just going to say piano, and there's the tape piano. So let's just pull up the first preset, capstan upright. And I think that's what I was playing at the beginning. just got an unusual tone to it. It's just that lo-fi vibe happening there. Yeah, it's just really, really nice. I'm going to just get my levels, making sure my levels are good and that I'm hearing everything without clipping and all that nice stuff. Yeah, that's better. And we've got the controls here, the stability control. Let's just move that a little bit. And that just throws it into some different tape loops and different effects processing. It's just got a neat, I guess a neat vibe to it. So, and then we've got a reverb setting. We can crank the reverb up. And then we've got different convolution reverbs here. And right here, it's evolution that's selected. And that's a little extreme, but that's kind of cool. They give us kind of like a convolution reverb that gives us a really neat effect when you listen to that kind of go. And then we've got a noise floor that we can, it's just got all kinds of equipment noise. Just to make it more lo-fi. Lo-fi. And it's good to see BF. BF is in the house, and it's always a pleasure to see you. Okay, so we've got felt cassette. Yeah, they process these through different tape machines and even like a magnetic card reader. I've seen Heinbach use these old magnetic card readers to record and resample these sounds. Yeah. It seems like with each new Labs instrument, they just keep getting better and better. It's amazing. Free. This is a free piano and it's really cool. I'm going to crank the stability all the way over and see what we've got. Yeah, it detunes and warbles. That's a lot of fun. So let's just check out the magnetic reader. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. And you talking about, that's as lo-fi as you can get. That's crazy. Okay, now, and then we can still crank the stability up and get even crazier. Yeah, I used to shake the record player. Sometimes you'd shake the record player, you know, and get things kind of warbly, and you hear the noise. Yeah, you hear the crazy noise noise floor and stuff going on. Okay, spliced upright. That's amazing. Yeah, it's just got its own unique character. Really cool. And one more here, tape head. Now this is more clean. So you've got like a standard version and a felted. So you've got So that's really cool. And what I did when I first started playing around with the with this piano, I went ahead and just did some. Let's see, da, 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 da. I did some experiments with this. I went ahead and added a couple of more Labs instruments. So I added the Labs drum kit, which has got some really nice. You got some flams. So that's kind of cool. And then I went ahead and pulled up the Labs bass and just kind of laid down. It sounds like a pick. Okay, and then what I did, I just kind of laid down a little groove with the drums, and let's just see what happens. So I'm going to pull the Labs piano back in here, and yeah, the drums are free too. Yeah, all of these Labs instruments are free, and it's an absolutely wonderful resource. So here is the Labs tape piano, and let's just see what happens here. And the GUIs are resizable and having all kinds of fun with that. Okay, that's the drums and the bass, and here is the piano. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. Let me give us some more bass. Need to get some more out of that. Just a nice little clean groove. So it can just take you on a lot of joyful journeys, and because it's the feel, it's the vibe. I guess I keep using that word vibe because you can feel that coming from the piano, and you know, the thing is about sampling is that you're just not recording an instrument. You're recording so much more than that. You're recording emotions and tones and textures and feelings, and you know, and then the person that is actually playing the original samples, you're taking part in that too. And it's just a really mysterious and wonderful thing when you think about all that happens when you press a key on a sampled instrument. So the links are going to be in the description, so make sure you check out the Labs tape piano. And it is just another another win, I think, for the Labs team and for Spitfire for just giving us all of these amazing instruments. So, okay, so now we're going to take a journey into some untamed territory. And I love what Westwood is doing and has done with like their violin and viola and bass untamed. That series is just incredible. And so what we have now is that they've taken us into the brass territory, and it's just a lot of fun. So it's you've got to have you've got to have the full version of Contact in order to use solo Brass Untamed. And they've taken trumpet, trombone, euphonium, tuba, and flugelhorn, and they kind of approached it in the same way that they approached the solo strings Untamed, and it's amazing. And so let's just get right to it. So you've got all of these unique improvisations, and there's some very interesting multis that we're going to explore. So it looks like it's on intro for $119 and regular price is $199. And again, links are going to be in the description for this. So let's check that out. So I'm going to open up the full version of Contact. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here we go. And so this is how we have this. And they really make the most of the Contact GUI. And let me see. So I've got the euphonium loaded, and so let's just jump right in and just explore this together. So I want to get my expression pedal where it needs to be. So here we go. And thank you guys so much for joining me. It's just always just such a joy. So here we go. And I've just got Improv A selected. Now, okay, so I tend to play too much, and so that's always something that I struggle with. So I'm going to really try to just hold these notes for a little bit longer so you can hear how that improvisation kind of just evolves. Here we go. And you hear how it just kind of changes. That's what makes these so amazing, because they're alive. And I have to always remember too is that the brass players do not have an infinite lung capacity. And so I have to remember to take a breath and let them take a breath too. And that's really kind of cool. So when you take a breath and play a note and you exhale, that kind of helps you to kind of gauge the breath capacity, so you're not holding it infinitely. So let's go to Improv B. Each one of these are going to be a little bit different. It's really cool. Let's jump down, and then the improvised round robins means that each time that you hit a note, that you're going to trigger one of these 4 improvs. So that gives it even more variety. It's just the uncertainties that are built into these that make them sound so nice and alive. And I'm going out of the key range, and so the blue keys signify the playable range of these. So let's check out another instrument, and we'll keep going through some of the improvisations. So if you see there, I've got this loaded in my quick load. It just makes it so easy to drop that from the file browser into the quick load. That helps you to get to these very quickly. So I'm just going to drag up flugelhorn, and we'll load that in. And this is the flugelhorn. And you've got to play this. But see, I don't have the G. Just such a, I was going to say such a sweet sound, and then it went, you know. But listen to that. I wish I had that F. I wish I had that F and that G there. Okay, so that's improv B. Hey, Charles, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. I enjoy being with you guys. So let's go to the improvised round robin with this. And you can see over here, we've got the room mics, and the room mic is selected there. And let's just see the spot mic. Let's just turn that on and just hear what that sounds like with the flugelhorn, with the improvised round robins. Yeah, that's... It's just so clean and beautifully recorded. Now let's turn on the gallery. Yeah, it just kind of gets wild when you... That's so nice. That's so nice. Okay, let's go on, because I want to show you the multis too, once we get through the individual. So we've got trombone. And, okay, come on, help me here. The trombone that sounds nice. See. Now let's check out the storms. And the storms is just it just gets really crazy when we play multiple notes. So let's see what happens here. That's crazy. And we've got the dynamics. So remember to breathe. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So so the dynamics are down. So let's just do that. And listen to that. And then when we push the dynamics up, it just gets a little brashier and crazier. That's wild. Okay, so, and they've even got mutes. That's kind of a cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you've got to have some restraint every once in a while. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. Let's find the multis, and we've got some shorts. Oh. Okay, I've got, let's see, is the, oh yeah, hey Jeremiah, these are not synths. This is actual recordings of these amazing brass players, and they're doing these improvised things, improvised performances. That's what makes these so cool. That just kind of triggered something. I'm going to just see the trumpet. Okay, so the trumpet, yeah. Yeah, let's load the trumpet in and see if they've got the shorts in there. And yeah, let's see. Little Herb Alpert, it reminded me that and then we can adjust the shorts up here, the tightness of it. Take all the okay, so the tightness goes into the sample, and so you go all the way over, and you just are right into that sample. So you come all the way out, and you've just got a little pre-delay before you get into the main sample. And then we've got mutes. And let's see, let's do a surge. So these are just performed like that. So so you're capturing that live performance of the musician. So tonguing. And let's see, we've got so many different things here. Half valve. That's crazy. And then the improvs, round robins. Let's check out the storms on this one and start with the low dynamic. And just go. That's wild. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on. And then last but not least, in this brass ensemble, we've got the tuba. Same thing goes. Just these interesting improvisations. And you got shorts. That's really nice. And let's just do the storms with the tuba and see what happens. Let's push it on up. So that's kind of crazy. And what I want to do now, let's just take a look. Let's take a look at the multis. And okay, so you know what? I created the folder, but I didn't. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's one thing I'm learning about the quick load. I've got to I've got to actually put the multis in the multi tab. So what we'll do, let's go ahead and open the browser, and let me go to my Westwood folder here and go to Solo Brass Untamed, Instruments and Multis. And what we can do, yeah, so it is going to be a great weekend. Just while I'm thinking about it, I almost forgot. So this weekend is going to be, my wife and I are going to go to, it's something that I just love, is Star Wars with live orchestra. So it's like the orchestra here in town. They come together, and I guess it's something that tours across the country. So a few years ago, we saw episode 4 with live orchestra, and 2020, I think it was February, we saw Return. No, The Empire Strikes Back, episode 5 with live orchestra. And now Saturday, tomorrow, we're going to go see Return of the Jedi and with live orchestra. And there is nothing like seeing the movie on the big screen that's right above the orchestra, and you're watching them perform the score live with the film. It's just so amazing. So hopefully I'll be able to take some pictures, because there's a lot of guys and a lot of Star Wars fans. They come in full costume, and we just have a lot of fun. I'm just going to go as Simeon, and but it's just so much fun, and I just can't wait. And that's one of the things I always encourage. If there's you need to avail yourself of every opportunity to be able to see live performances, live orchestras, especially when you're playing, playing these instruments. It just, for me, it just is. It makes all the difference in the world, because I'm seeing string sections perform, and it's just like when I'm playing the strings, I'm like seeing that in my mind and trying to translate that, and it's just so inspiring. I think when we saw Empire Strikes Back, one of the string bass players, he's a big, tall guy, so he dressed up as Darth Vader. So he's wearing his Darth Vader helmet and playing the double bass, and it is just so cool. Yeah. So, yeah, Return of the Jedi. Yeah, it's just, yeah, we'll see. I haven't seen it in a long time. I haven't seen Return of the Jedi in a long time, so it's going to be kind of interesting to kind of get just recap on that. So, okay, so yeah, this is like it's the original version. I think episode 8. Yeah, no, 6. Episode 6. So many going around. Okay, so let's get back to this. So let's go to the Angry Flutter Ensemble. I'm going to just drag this and drop it over, and it's going to load. It's going to load all of this for us here. And so we've got how many we've got here? Okay, so we've got 4 sections here. We've got tuba, trombone, euphonium, and trumpet. So let's take a listen to this. Now this is a multi. This is kind of cool. And I like the dynamics. And we can push that up and make it go even more intense. That's pretty wild. That is wild. Okay, so let's go to wow, chamber vibrato. And this is nice. A lot of times I would I'd load like multiple instances into Unify and create these ensembles. And but this time I thought well, since they've given us multis, to go ahead and use those, which I think which I'm really glad that they gave those to us. So this is the chamber vibrato. So here we go. I'm going to check the dynamics down. Let's start with the low dynamics. Magic happens. that's rich. And when you're combining all of those together. It just sounds just like a really cool ensemble. That's really cool, BF. So the yeah, isn't that something? I would like to learn more about that. I'm going to have to look that up because that sounds really interesting to me. Just these guys getting together and playing like that. So let's go to on some classic longs. Let's just drag and drop that over. And this is another multi. Um, I just think the way that they recorded these is just it's just so nice. So these have less motion in them, I think. Wow, that's so nice. Well, Chris, Chris, that's something I'm really wanting to work on. I mean, I've got stuff, I got stuff in here, and I got stuff in here that needs to get out there. And so, with your help, with all of you guys, just the support that you guys have given me, and with especially that's one reason why I wanted to start the channel memberships and things is to just kind of help just kind of help just support what's going on. It's like this is like my full-time this is what I do. This is what I do to keep things going, keep the lights on, and when the pandemic hit and all that stuff, it was just such a game changer. And today, sitting here with all of you, and then looking at, and we're getting close to 12,000 subscribers. And it was like, I think when I started in 2020 in March to really do this more, I think we were at 2,500, and it's just mind-boggling to see how the channel's been blessed, how you guys have been such a blessing. It's just wonderful, and thank you so much for just helping me keep things going. And just your encouraging words and just the support, that just means just so much. So that's why I subscribe and do all those things, because I want to release a lot more stuff. I want to release more of the things that I have in my heart, and just make it get it out there. It's like the parable of the talents. I don't want to be like the guy that had this talent and he buried it in the ground, and it didn't do anybody any good in the ground. And then when the master came, he said, listen, least you could have done was put it in the bank and got some interest on it. So it's time for me to start digging some of this stuff up out of the ground, and just hoping that it'll be a blessing to you, and just not keeping it all right here. So thanks, Chris, for that, and your encouragement, and a challenge to get going. So I just think that it's like a Salvation Army band too. I guess, BF, that's kind of like maybe not the same, but it's kind of similar to these to the coal miners. That's so fun. And see the sounds just kind of go and take you somewhere. It's so cool. Okay, let's just do a couple more with the multis. I'm so I'm so excited when Rob from Westwood sends me an email with something, and he's just been so supportive of the channel and my heart to show these instruments to all of you. Oh wow! So this is an ensemble long, and listen to the range of dynamics, so you can get very soft. And let's push that dynamic up. And giving you that tuba gives you that solid foundation that you can just. So beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, that it's just beautiful. Um, it is beautiful. So let's go to those who are left, and let's see what this see what this sounds like. Yeah. So here we go, and let's see what we've got. Yeah. So look at these. So we've got multiple articulations selected. Like with the trombones, we've got the soft air, soft mute, and tonguing. Um, we've got multiple articulations selected. So all of these are playing at the same time. And then with the euphonium, vibrato slow. Down here with the tuba, we've got vibrato slow and soft air. So it's so fun to stack those articulations together to give you even more possibilities with these textures. So back that dynamic down and bring it up. Let's see, that's the tuba. So we've got two articulations stacked. And I think the velocity layers, the dynamic layers are so impressive. I never know where I'm going to go when I play a tuba solo. Oh my goodness, that's great. And every time I play the tuba, an instrument, it reminds me of that Tubby the Tuba. It's a beautiful cartoon about about tubas not being a part of the orchestra because they don't get solos. Let's see. But that's very, very lyrical instruments. So beautiful. Oh, Rob from Westwood Instruments, you've done it again. And thank you so much for sending me a copy of this library to try out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am a fine musician, I practice every day, and when da 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 da, you can hear me say, my tuba, I love to play my tuba, ba dum ba da 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 dum dum. Flashbacks, little flashbacks of the Dick Van Dyke Show Christmas special. So that's a lot of fun. Wow. So wonderful. Happy July, everybody. It's just like, oh, okay. Well, let's see something here. Let's see something. Hey, man, listen, we've got a little ways to go. We've got some more fun to go. Let's just see something here. I'm going to go to classic longs and let's see. Happy. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. So happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. And this is so fun. Well, I can go way down low. How low can you go? Yeah, how low can you go? And you guys are too much. Thank you so much. Okay, so I say so a lot. So kind of helps me to kind of like a bridge. Like a bridge. And let's take another drink here of H2O. Speaking of H2O, it's so funny. My father was raised in the mountains, in the hills of Western Kentucky, and he did work in the coal mines. And what an I just admired him so much for just giving, going into like just crazy working. I mean, working underground like that, and it just to provide, and when just can't imagine. A lot of my aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff lived down in that western part of Kentucky, and were, oh man. So you said yes, thank you. My water delivery has come, and thank you, my dear precious Debbie. I won't ask you to come on camera today. I did the other day, huh? Maybe another day. Yeah, maybe another day. She's so yeah. So I just so admire my dad and my family. So let's go. Let's go to Vienna and take a look at their newest pipe organ here, and we're just going to take a look at this. And this is actually a it's like a salon. It's like a salon organ, and it is just It is amazing. So this, let me pull this up so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay. What am I doing here? I don't know. Let's see. Here we go. I just keep grabbing the wrong browser tab here. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we just gotta we'll just touch on this again. Yeah. I mean, nobody would ever believe what that just going under the ground, going hundreds of feet underground, and you know just not knowing if you were going to come back up at the end of the day, and just the camaraderie and the community, just it was just an incredible sacrifice that many made, and it was just like that was what you that was what you did. Your dad did it, and your brothers did it, and so you did it. That was just what you did. And so that's where a lot of the coal mining songs and the country music and the folk music, coming out of the heart of those mountains, coming out of the just the raw experiences of life. The songs that came out back then were just not fluff. They came out of the blood, sweat, and tears, and of the very fiber of the people that were living. And just it would just really freak us out, I think, if we really knew the scope of what they endured. It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, my sweet Debbie. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm over the moon for my wife. I love her so much, and she's such a blessing. Yeah, so yeah, Luca, this SL88, I think I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary with it. Well, using it for 2 years, and I've really not had any difficulties out of it. I think that because of the pandemic, things were shut down for so long, and they must have retooled some things or done some things different, because I've not experienced a lot of those complaints about keys and that kind of thing. So, and I know another friend of mine that's on the forums, that also purchased the same keyboard around the same time, July of 2020. And it was like that, they just seem like they've done something really good. They've improved the quality, and I just really enjoy it. And I also really enjoy using the Studio Logic mix face in with this. It's a great fader controller and MIDI controller. So it's beautiful. Okay, so let's go to Vienna, and let's take a look at their, I guess it's MOLZER organ. And this is a salon organ, which is, you got 25 stops. And I always encourage you to go read the description and go into the website and take a look. This is like a little picture of the Synchron stage. So it just sitting in the back of the Synchron stage, and amazing to get this type of sound. And then because it was recorded in Synchron Stage A, it will blend in with all of your other Synchron libraries. So it was built, like, I think in 1938, and you've got 25 different stops, and you got to talk, see Paul talk about it. And I think we've got some other cool things going on with it too. So this is the Synchron organ player. You've got to have that to use, like the Great Rieger organ, and then the this new organ here. So I've just kind of got this pulled up. So let's just see where this takes us here. And I've got it on regular, so that means all of the different manuals, the upper, lower manual, they are all kind of layered. They're layered on the keyboard, so that way you can see. We're going to let it go here in just a second. Let's see what we got here, and want to make sure we can see. I can see everything. Okay. Listen how deep that is. We're going to get it dialed in. let's see, we can go to the different stops, and here we've got the thing that VSL has done. They've given us individual stops, so we can, you know, combine these, and so they didn't sample like the whole register at the same time. That's what makes it a little more, so we can just actually pull the stops in. Now let's keep going, let's go up. And then when you hover over a preset down here at the bottom, it will actually highlight the stops that are going to be engaged here. So when we get down here, we're playing the pedals, and this is crazy. It's beautiful. And because it has less stops, it's just not so overwhelming like the Great Rieger organ. And I just have the room mix, but you have, let's see, the close, mid, main. You've got all the surround mics going on. And let's just pull up the close mix. And if you saw the diagram, the close mics are right up close to the organ, and then the other mics are kind of out in the... And listen to that. I'm going to turn the reverb off. We've got a plate reverb in there now. I'm going to turn that off. And just so we can kind of hear the decay of the room. I love hearing the natural decay of a room. And without any reverb, because that is a part of the soul of the instrument. You hear that little slight decay. And now let's put the high surround on, and we can bring that up a little bit. And that just gives it a little more depth. And I'm just playing where the organ tells me to play. That's how it goes. You know, you hit a key, you hit a chord, and you just kind of go with the flow. It's just like catching a breeze. It's just like a kite, and you throw the kite up in the air, and it just kind of catches a breeze, and you just got to go. You just got to go with it. Mm. And I like that. I kind of like having the close and that high surround together. One of the things with the Synchron organ player is that if you looked at what just happened was when, watch this, well, if you can see the little voice count, it's down in the lower right-hand corner next to the memory. So, so I'm pushing, like when it gets over to 1,000 voices, then with multiple mic positions, you might have a little CPU just fighting for survival. And they are. I talked to Ben at VSL, and they're continually working on finding new ways to help optimize the voice counts when we're using multiple mic positions. Let's see. So I'm going to go back to the room mix, because listen, when I press a key, just one note, I've got 15 voices showing here. And because that, so that's reflecting the number of stops. Each stop is a voice, and that's, and so they're all playing together. They're all being combined together. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let me go to another preset bank here. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh, okay. So I've got it on the crescendo. I'm going to see if I can map this to CC11. Okay. Okay, I didn't do that quite. I didn't do that quite right. Okay, let's see. There's a way. Okay, so, oh, let's see. Okay, so, yeah, you know, Eves, I could use a pedal board. I don't know where I would put it. I don't know where I would put it. It's just like I've got sustain pedals and triple pedals and Bluetooth. I've got some Bluetooth pedals under there. Yeah. So yeah, you know, I always, not always, but I've mentioned earlier in the, let's see. I mentioned earlier in some of the broadcasts that when I was out of high school, I traveled with a family. I played piano, but I had a set of bass pedals underneath the piano, and I had a Moog Opus 3. I was playing strings here, piano here, bass pedals with my left foot, and singing all at the same time. So it was me and the son was playing the drums. So we were just two people playing for this group, and it was just a wild experience. So yeah, pedal board would be so nice. Okay, so I think I've got I've got this thing all kind of messed up here. So I'm just going to turn this off. Okay, yeah, that's what happened. I assigned the controller to change this, but there's a way that you can get the crescendo to work with that swell pedal. Yes, Marisam, I actually did that in a recent live stream, and if you look on the channel, I've got a flashback segment for that for time textures. So check that out. Okay, so what I want to do. See, I don't know how to get out of this. I'm going to go back and just reinsert. Well, let's see here. Okay, man. Okay, so the best thing to do is let's just put it at CC0. There we go. That'll be okay. And then let's do that. There we go. We're back. Oh yeah. So BF, it's so funny because my wife, we're going around the house, and she says, I can't ask you to do multiple things at once because it kind of freaks you out. But yet I can do live streams and this kind of stuff. It's a different kind of multitasking. So yeah, I was spinning a lot of plates back then. So yeah, it's your brain is just kind of going in all sorts of different directions at the same time. But yeah, that was kind of getting me ready for this. So a lot of fun. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to just combine some things. Listen to that pedal. And here you've got the 5 1/3. It's those interesting harmonics that kind of add those overtones. Now that's a 32-foot stop. Now you can hear. Now can you hear that? It's almost non-intelligible, but that's a 32-foot stop. And then when we layer it, though, it gives us like a sub bass. That's how you have to think about it. And then if you want to adjust the volume of a particular stop, you see this little black line. That's the level of the stop. And so you can go in here and click this E, this edit. It'll open up this edit page. And there's Ben, our good friend from VSL. And so we can click on that E and edit these individual stops. And you'll notice when I make a change, the red shows the default range, and then you can just kind of bring it back up. Yeah, it's like a sub bass type of thing, which really makes things so cool. And it's like the Hammond organ. It's like the drawbar organs. The drawbar organs were, oh yeah, man. The crescendo. Yeah, I just totally blew that. So, yeah. I still don't get it because I've got CC11. I've got CC11 mapped to the swell. And we have some tremulant. Let's turn that on a little bit. And the tremulant's actually like a box that controls the airflow. Okay, you know what I did? I mapped the I mapped these down to this note range. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so it's just yeah, when you can use your subwoofer as an air cooling system because it's just moving just like this, like a fan. That's kind of crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Okay. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Wow. Well, I've got a lot to learn. Got a lot to learn. That's just so fat. This is with everything. This is with everything. And this is priced pretty reasonably. I think it's still on intro special. I think it's 75 for the standard and 99 for the full. Let's see. Let me double check that. And yeah, no, okay, yeah. So 145 for the full library with all of the extra mic positions, and 75 for the standard. Let's just see what mic positions come with the standard. And this is the okay. So the close mic, and then these, and then you get some. You get the Deca tree. So you get the close and the mids and the Deca tree with the standard. And then the full library adds the extra surround microphone. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so, all right, Ben, let's see what we got here. So, okay, go to the play. Let's do that. Okay. And let's see. Okay, we're gonna click on swell. And okay. Okay. Okay, synchronize controllers and click anywhere in the registration. Okay, oh, right here. Right here. And let's see. Okay, with the selected crescendo program. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, here we go. We've got that, so we can click here. Crescendo 1. Okay, so that's mapped to the mod wheel right now. So now let's go ahead and map it to CC11. Okay, great. I think I understand now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So when we've got it down like this, let's go ahead and put it on the combine so we can kind of see this light up. So now with CC11, I've got the swell and crescendo kind of, yeah, OBS does not like those extra little menus that pop up over the because it creates and actually creates a new window. So OBS can't see that, but we've got it. So let's do this. Let's do this. Gorgeous. I love that. Okay, yeah, because you can just do it. You can just go for it. Okay. And I've got the tremulant on a little bit. Gives it a little motion. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Good night, Via. Oh, that's just so fabulous. I love cranking that up like that. My goodness. Wow. Wow, what a beautiful instrument. And having the crescendo pedal, just having that just takes it to another level, a level of expression, because you can just have just that real-time control. Yeah, it's so nice. So, my goodness, thank you all. Thank you all for coming along on another joyful journey. I never know what we're going to get into, but I know that at the end of the day, it's going to be incredible and it's going to be fun. And I want to thank all of you for coming along for the ride. It's just so joyful to be with you. All right. So until next time, thank you for all of your support and all the love. And until next time, stay joyful, and have a great weekend. And I can't wait to see you next time, real soon. Thank you, guys. And Home, thank you so much for being a channel member. I really appreciate it.